Alrighty guys, so this is my first video for my YouTube channel.
That's nice. That's really nice.
I'm so excited. If you are new here, my name is Mia Marsh, and I just post on social media. I just like lifting. I think lifting's fun. It's a good way to clear my head. So on my Instagram, I had a questionnaire, and I was like, all right guys, ask me questions, and I'm gonna put it into YouTube format, because I was like, let me start this. So let's get rolling. Kind of wrote everything down on Google Docs because I couldn't access it through Instagram on my laptop for some reason. So yeah, and I kind of need my phone to film because I don't have a camera yet. Give me the shoulder day workouts, please. So I have some shoulder stuff posted. It's scattered on throughout my Instagram. I don't post that daily. You might have to look for it, but it's also available on my TikTok because I have it in like highlight reels. So you can definitely find it in there. I keep changing it up every now and then. But the next question is, how did you first start motivating yourself to work out and go to the gym? Well, my beginning was kind of rough. I trained calisthenics for a year, so I did body weight movements, and a lot of HIIT workouts, because that's all I had. My mom wouldn't let me go to the gym. She was like, Mia, you're gonna look like a man. She gave me that like whole speech, but like I was low-key kind of fat at the time, and I was like, I gotta do something. And so it was just something to get my body moving. And then when I turned 16 and I got my license, that's when I started going to the gym. So yeah. What are some goals you have for the next years? So some of my goals that I have, I low-key would I want to tone up a little bit more. Definitely, I want to really focus on social media more, putting myself out there, helping people that actually need help. That's kind of more of my goal, and possibly shows. The physique needs a little bit of stage light, so probably coming up in the years. How's your day going, Mia? Great. If you meal prep, what's your favorite food? I freaking love sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes. Give me sweet potatoes. I will eat them any point of the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert, in the middle of the night, give me sweet potatoes. I want freaking sweet potatoes. What's your dream job? My dream job is to not have an actual job, but my dream job is literally just to post on social media, because I found out this is literally my passion, and I'm going for it. Next question, how did you get over a plateau? I know, parenthesis, work out more, do more, but in-depth explanation. So to get over a plateau, it's literally you have to think of it from a different approach, because right now, just going through your head, you're like, oh, I can't work out, or I'm not doing enough. So you're hitting yourself with all these negative thoughts. That's on you. You have to get yourself to reverse that. So literally, okay, in my opinion, I would start with the little things. Do the little things you like, even if your workout's not even the full 30 minutes as you were supposed to do it, and you were only in there for 10 minutes on the treadmill. That's all you need to do. And then eventually, when you keep rewarding yourself these little baby things instead of all this negativity, eventually you'll get over that plateau. It's little nudges in this little hill, because your life and journey isn't always going to be straight. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs. So while you're down, to get yourself up, you got to go up those little steps. It's little steps, not big jumps. It's little steps. So that would be my explanation for it. Sorry if that's not the best. Next question is, movie that makes you cry. How to Train Your Dragon. Literally makes me bawl. It makes me bawl. Or some romance movies. I freaking love romance movies. How long have you been working out? I've been working out for about 5 years now, because I started in 2020. And then I got my gym membership 2020, 2021-ish, around somewhere in there. And then I've just been working out since. But I will say that consistently, I haven't been working out until 2-ish years ago, because for the beginning 3 years, it was literally just me showing up, doing random workouts. It wasn't really structured. I was not eating the right things at all either. If if anything, it was just like whatever. What like it built me a frame, okay, but it wasn't sustainable. And that's something that I built over the past like 2 years. Sorry, I keep like looking at myself when I should look at, I don't know. Weighted pull-up competition win. We can have that any day. Even on my non-back days. I freaking do pull-ups literally every single day. Leg day. Like all the freaking time. All the freaking time. Tips on mastering pull-ups. You might have to start off with just a band and then wrap the band around a bar. That's how I see a lot of people do it. So it's just resistance, or you use the machine with the folding down thing. I've never had to use that machine or a band to do pull-ups because of my situation in 2020 when COVID happened. We were all locked inside. I wanted to go to the gym, so that was even before that, and I was stuck. My sister has this bunk bed, and it was like this wooden slab, and I would literally use that to grip, and that's how I practiced my pull-ups, on a wooden bunk bed. So no machines, no bands. I used wood on a bunk bed. So it's just a consistency thing, and you just have to keep going at it until you get there. Or you can do like scapula pull-ups, I think they're called. So like instead of like a full like up and down motion, you like move your like traps just a little bit. No, my laptop's gonna die. Hold on. The next question, I have a lot of these in a gist. Go on a date. Just go on a date. The thing is, and there's another question, it's like, are you single? And a lot of relationship-ish questions. Yes, I'm single. Am I ready? Yes and no. From my past relationship, I, one, have learned a lot, but also two, like, it's not that I'm afraid of starting something new. It's just that I'm so content with where I'm standing in my own life that seeking that from somebody else, I feel like isn't the best route right now. However, there is somebody that is close to filling that role, I'd say, but just within both of our circumstances, it's a little bit of a situation, I'd say, but for right now, I am choosing to stay single until somebody can fill that role that I need. And when it comes to like standards and everything, your girl's got the standards high and they're gonna stay high. I'm not dropping them for low life losers. Like, I'm not doing that. I built myself so much that if I leave myself go for somebody else, that's disrespecting myself. So I'm staying by myself for a while until I meet somebody. What made you get into social media? So trickling back into that question, back in August of 2025, I got broken up with by the quote, love of my life. And we were each other's gym crush, so per se, for like years. And it was this big like dilemma that only lasted like a month and a half. But then on my, like, I literally, like, I feel like I got cheated on, and I just can't prove it. Like, you know that feeling? And it just, like, everything just added up, and it was something that it hit home because I poured all my love into somebody that I thought was, like, you know, fate, because, like, we've been each other's gym crush, and then, like, all that, and then we became coworkers, and it was just this big thing. Like, I could go on and like on about it, but that's what made me realize that, hey, I have something to me, and I have this motivational, kind of entertaining personality. Let me post about it and let me see if I can help other people. And that's what got me into social media. And I was already posting just a little bit before that, but I like really took it to like a professional kind of level right after that. And then through that, I've decided, hey, let's put a little bit more effort into the physique, and that's what got me here. So what made me get into social media? It was a breakup. The next question is, Actually, I was like low-key like trying to decide what this meant. How do our brains remember we forget something and don't remember what we forgot? That was low-key bars, by the way. And it's like you remember it later, but you don't remember it whenever you forget. I don't know. Good question. What is your single favorite lift or exercise? I think we know the answer to this. It's weighted pull-ups. Not a question, but you are so beautiful, and I hope you have a good day. Thank you. What would describe a perfect day for you? Nobody bothering me. Wake up beside my husband. We go to the gym together. We eat good food. I don't eat fast food. So we come home. He cooks stuff. I cook stuff. And then together we make a meal. Eat that. Maybe chillax on the couch. Watch some shows. Maybe build Legos. Stuff like that. That's a perfect day for me. Nobody else bother me. I don't work. I don't do any of that. It's just me, my man, gym, food. Yep. Could you give us a 2-armed flex? Lighting does not eat. Question. Do you play Geometry Dash? Do you put a lot of songs in your videos? Yes, I do. Just want to say thank you. Your post genuinely brighten my day. Also, you remind me of Sarah Safari. You're so welcome. And I'm glad that I can help you in that way. And also, I get that I look like Sarah Safari all the time, every day. It's a reoccurring thing. Comment a hard to reach spot for you. Muscle wise, the middle of my back, because I'm so wide for my little body that it's hard for me to target my middle back. And like physically wise, like outwards, top shelves. Is there a workout that's a little tougher to do because of your height? Yes, there is. There's actually a couple of them. One of them in particular, I can't do skull crushers on a bench because I'm so small that I can't reach the other side. So, sorry. At my gym, the preacher curl machine is closest to the wall. So if I sit down on it and I lean my back up on it, and I can go down that way because it's already at like a little slant. And so that's how I can do that because I'm so small. But I still get the skull crushers in anyways. The next question is, sorry if my gum is like obnoxious. I'm trying to drink my protein shake, but as you can tell, it's still halfway full. I'm finishing that before I go to bed. It's getting kind of late. It's like 12 o'clock. When did you feel the need to start working out? When I was fat. Literally when I was fat, and I was so disgusted with myself, and I was like, I can't keep living like this. And then my mom was like, no, why would you say no to your daughter who wants to improve her health? So I just did body weight stuff at home, and then through that I lost the weight, gained a little bit of body weight strength, but also I became more in tune with my body, that whenever I decided, hey, it's time to go to the gym, and I got my license, it was so easy for me to do mind muscle connection and to actually feel where the weights were moving in my body, because I was aware of my body parts, because I was in that situation from before. It like one leads into the other. Would you let me take you to a steakhouse? Perchance. You can just say perchance. That's what my sister always says. Every single time I say perchance, she goes, you can't just say perchance. Yes, I can. I do what Mia wants, okay? What is your ethnicity, Mia? Well, my mom is full Filipino. That makes me half Filipino. And my dad is white. And my dad is also Irish. So, a mix of all of that. Do you go to a Steeler game? I've never been to one. How much do you bench? Benching is optimal in my opinion. I do it time to time just for fun, shits and giggles, and PRs. My PR is 135. Play Castle Crashers and Apex Legends. I don't have any gaming consoles. I barely even watch YouTube. But this was like a multi-question one. Number 1, what's your max? There is a lot to that. I have a lot of maxes. I can't really answer that question. Number 2, you look like Togi. It's Sarah Safari and Togi. And number 3, holy shit, Babyface with a build like that is crazy. Okay. Agreed. Sorry, I'm like hot and sweaty, and I've worn this since I was at the gym. So, Loki, I'm aching a little bit. Limp Bizkit as an artist. Don't listen to him every day. I've heard of him. There's like 2 songs that I like. What's your favorite ab workout? Cable crunches. How many calories do you usually eat in a day? Roughly around 1,300, 1,500 a day now. I'm figuring that out currently. You can only do 4 exercises to build your physique. What are they and why? Definitely pull-ups, 1. I love them, but they also literally hit like every single muscle in your back at once. So that's 1. For legs, probably walking lunges. It gets the cardio in, but also hits every single part of your leg. Core, cable crunches. Literally the most goated thing in the entire world for abs. And 4, I guess I could say Stairmaster, because it's the quickest calorie burner in my opinion. Interesting 4 choices. Notice how I didn't do anything worth of my chest. Yeah, I'm flat chested and I don't really care anymore. How long do you stay at the gym? It usually depends on the day. It does depend on what muscle groups I'm working out, because leg days, I am at the gym for like 3-4 hours. And like chest and back day is more like an hour and a half. Arms is only like an hour. But I also come back to the gym multiple times a day because I do cardio in the morning or cardio in the evening, but I do those separately aside from the workout itself. So I'm not there for like 8 different hours. But also if I'm in there talking to people, it just takes up so much more time, or I'm filming something and it takes up more time. So it depends. In the future, you ever date a man, what expectations do you have for him? I can make a separate video on this about my expectations, because it's not like they're like, oh, like he needs to have like 200 grand in his bank account and he needs to drive like 4 different, like, I know those are girls, those aren't women that want that for you. Okay. My standards are just like kind of like me. Like, I want to find me in another person, and I don't drive 4 cars and have $200 million in my account. Like, no. Like, I feel like guys just like, you just can't grasp the fact that there's a difference between like a woman and a girl, okay? And you wonder why you always get your heart broken, because you're dating girls. So yeah, also there is something in my eyeball. Did you ever have any kink sores when you had braces? Yes. How tall are you? I'm short. Going back onto this, why do girls do literally everything except tell us how they feel? Notice how you said girls. There's your answer. She's not a woman. Favorite rock bands? I have so freaking many. That's not even me just like avoiding the question. No, because rock is like one of my top. It's like pop punk, rock, heavy metal, some folk, some indie. Like I like kind of like screaming in my ear kind of music. Pierce the veil. Your physique is magnificent. Help with belly fat. Best way to lose it. You can't target fat. Cardio and eat in a calorie deficit and eat the right things. Plain and simple. And if you make excuses, the excuses will literally eat away at you. So, it's literally that simple. What qualities would you want in your next relationship? Again, I'm gonna make a separate video on that, because I am, like, it's not like I keep adding to it, but, like, it's not like I'm, like, picky, but, like, you kind of have to be picky. Like, you can't live with somebody that you don't like, or, like, there's, like, a lot of things you don't like. Like, then you're not going to live a happy, healthy life. So, you do have to be picky. It is that serious. And most of the time, like, I don't even like talking about it. Like, I don't like expressing it. If I can see it without telling you that, hey, I need you to do this, or I need you to wear that, or something like that. Like, not that I'm like controlling, because that's not what I want to do. I just want to see how you roll without me. And if that's something I like without you knowing the type of qualities that I look for, like, that's how I know I want you. So, like, I have stuff that I look for, but sometimes I don't really like saying it. Like, I just, like, I observe. And then the last question, I actually got through the entire list. What is some advice you would give someone who struggles with losing the drive to work out? I love this question because the drive that you're talking about is a temporary drive. You have to understand that motivation is that temporary drive, and motivation sometimes can get you started, but that's where in that starting process you're gonna have to develop a discipline and system for yourself, because eventually the motivation is gonna fade, because motivation is a feeling. Feelings come and go. Therefore, you can't rely on motivation. You can't rely on a feeling. Like, you're not always happy. Sometimes you're sad. You're not always sad. Sometimes you're happy. Like, it's going to change. And once you realize that, you develop discipline and then consistency with the discipline. And that's when it starts to trickle in. But sometimes you just have to turn your emotions off that are like, hey, I don't want to do this. Like, remember why you started. Like, that phrase is a common phrase, and you got to run with it. Like, sometimes you just got to turn your brain off. But yeah, so that was fun. My first YouTube video done. That was interesting. Ooh. My allergies are actually really bad right now. My eye, I don't know if you've been telling, but like, my eye has been twitching, and I've been sniffling because my allergies atrocious. Summer is my least favorite season. I love the fall because I can wear hoodies, sweatpants, and be comfortable. And then summer's just miserable because it's so freaking hot and allergies and all that. And it's like, why? I literally hate it. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Definitely more to come. Make sure you guys are following my Instagram. It's Mia with Weights. This channel, and subscribe to this channel. And also follow my TikTok. Right now, it's Mia X Weights. Thank you guys for watching.